Look at this. They put all the money in the big glowing extraterrestrial orb. This is the spaceship which comes down from a galaxy far, far away. And then it's plopped down in your typical, can you build any cheaper than this parking lot, simply asphalt. And then check this out. This is the fence, this cheap hollow core metal fence. It's been up here for what, 2-3 years? Look at this. The coating's coming off. Look at this rust. I mean, this screams cheapness. And hey, look at the public sidewalk. It's like, oh my God, we can't give the public more than an inch. I mean, the sidewalk here is like 3 feet wide. Hey, let's give people some elbow room. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to tell the public, we're going to tell pedestrians, we don't value you. This is the definition of antisocial. Hi, I'm Tim Tielman, the Executive Director of the Campaign for Greater Buffalo, and your host for Adventures in Buffaloland. Today we're going to look at a very exciting development, the Buffalo Niagara Medical Campus, and how maybe we can improve it. But we're going to start here on the corner of Main and Virginia Streets. We're opposite the Allentown Historic Preservation District, just north of downtown Buffalo, and just to our east here is the Buffalo Niagara Medical Campus. We got some great buildings here, the former Catholic Union building and the Metzger building transformed into a row of apartments. And then, wow, across the street, a cinder block single-story building fronted by a parking lot on the corner. So the Smart Build Corporation is in a pretty dumb building. There was a, quote, fire and emergency demo. They demolished an entire block of buildings and then they built this thing. When the plans were approved, the neighbors started complaining about, geez, get some windows. So the solution was actually to put in these fake windows. They're kind of dark panels in this kind of cement stucco, and then you have this awful rough-faced cinder block. You got some wonderful historic preservation activity going on directly across the street, and they have to look out on this. And not so much as a bush or a plant to soften the impact. If there are in fact windows, you have what's called eyes on the street. As Jane Jacobs said, people can supervise the street, police it, and then obviously if you have retail at the ground floor, it helps support retail across the street. All great retail districts are on two sides of a street. So right now you have this building, we're going for several hundred feet here along Main Street, contributes absolutely nothing to the surrounding environment.
Could they convert those to real windows?
I would hope so, but I don't know what's behind it. They could be torturing prisoners of war back there. I don't know what the use of this building is. Maybe they want to hide what they're doing in there. One of the newer buildings in the medical campus, a private medical office building. Oh man, I mean, generally you call the frontage that which faces the public way. We're here on Carlton Street, Washington Street. What is the public face of this building? The public face of this building is a loading dock, electrical transformers, and the dumpster to the building. This is the public realm. This is an absolute disaster. If your goal is to destroy urban vitality, if your goal is to make sure a neighborhood can never spring up here and prosper, this is the type of building you design. We're here in front of the much lauded Hoffman Woodward Institute at Roswell Park, designed by a big name architect, kind of a flashy building covered with metal skin, horizontal windows spinning around. It's like a giant centrifuge. But how do you get into the doggone building? Oh my gosh, you only can get in there. You get there through this dark orifice here. You can see there's a driveway, some parking over on the right-hand side, and, well, where's the entry? It's got to be somewhere in there. It's in this kind of bat cave or something like that. Is it a public building? Is it a private building? Who would know? And then the embellishment that we have here is, well, we got the little stanchions for the to let you in and out. But again, there are our favorite electrical transformers over here on the public sidewalk of Washington Street. How we design neighborhoods actually not only has environmental implications, it has public health implications. Physical health, I mean, a lot of our problems as Americans have to do with our automobile dependency, whether it's the greenhouse gases used to manufacture the cars, whether it's the pollution out of the tailpipes, or the fact that we're not getting the exercise that we need because we're designing neighborhoods which are unappealing by day, and at night, good grief, hey, it could creep you out. Very few pedestrians to be seen here. We're here at the height of the business day. I see, besides us, there's one other woman about 300 feet from us, and that's it. You even have, check this out. Here is a shuttle bus for Roswell Park shuttling people around the neighborhood. They've created a terrible environment in which to walk, necessitating a shuttle bus, which I can only assume links parking lots with building entrances. Look at the building. It's set back behind the parking lot. It's set back behind this chintzy fence, and oh, there's our little architectural monument. Aren't we doing a great job and everything? And yes, the work inside the building, I'm sure, is advancing the frontiers of science and everything, but for heaven's sakes, let's advance the general welfare of the people on the streets of Buffalo. Believe it or not, you can do both.